Feel me like a Hellcat.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Before this video starts, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. In this video, I'm doing something I should have probably done a long time ago. This is a tutorial for the GAMBLER'S palming technique. It's a sleight I use probably in a lot of tricks I come up with personally. It's one of those sleights that I just kind of always refer to. So it's one of my favorite sleights, honestly, and it's because it's so useful. You can use it to palm a card, you can use it to make a card appear in another deck. I mean, there's so many uses for it. It's probably one of my favorite sleights, and I use it a lot in the tricks I come up with and the tricks I use. So I'm finally doing a tutorial for it, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay everybody, so let's go ahead and get right into how this is done. So before we get into the palm itself, let's go ahead and go over the basic grips you're going to have to know before you get into this. So first is the grip I'm using right now, which is mechanics grip. Basically that's your index finger here on the top, the middle ring and pinky finger right here on this edge, and the thumb going up on this edge. Normally if you're right-handed, which I am, you hold the deck in your left hand, and if you're left-handed, you hold the deck in your right hand. But it differs for some, so it's basically whatever you're more comfortable with. For me, it's my left hand. So that's mechanics grip, pretty simple. Now there's biddle grip. This time it's going to, normally you hold this in your dominant hand, and that in this case how this grip works is your ring and middle finger here are going to be on this top edge, thumb on the bottom edge, and then your index finger just kind of doing whatever right here on the top, and then pinky, same thing, it's just kind of over here dangling to the side. And that is biddle grip. So those are your two grips, and now let's go ahead and get straight into the palm itself. Okay, so now for the palm. So basically what you're going to do is you need to get a break above whatever the bottom card, which the bottom card is going to be the card you're palming. So whether you want to palm a selected card, you need to be able to control it to the bottom using whatever method you want. Just know that whatever card's on the bottom is the card you're going to be palming. In this case, we're going to be palming the 10 of clubs. So again, if they have a card selected, you need to make sure it's controlled to the bottom so you can palm off that card. Okay, awesome. So again, you're going to get a break, whether that be, the method I like to use is a pinky pull down, but you can use whatever method you want. Some people like to just riffle down one card, which is probably the easiest way to do it. Just take your thumb and riffle down one card. Or you can buckle, which is a little bit more difficult, but at the same time effective. So whatever you find you're more comfortable with, use that. Okay. For me, I like to use a pinky pull down. So now that you got your break, what you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're holding it in mechanics grip right now, you're going to come over and grab it in biddle grip just like that, and you're going to kind of, this little pinky break here is going to be transferred to a thumb break, so now you're holding a thumb break just like that, okay? Come over, grab that as a thumb break, you're going to bring this pack down just like this, and as you bring it down, your pinky is still kind of staying right there, as you can see. So as you bring it down, your pinky is still holding a spot just like that. Okay, so bring it down up to about this point, or down to about this point, basically where your middle and ring fingers gap right there in between your two fingers, that little gap between your middle and ring finger, okay? So just like that, you're going to bring it to about right there. You're still holding that break, and now you're going to bring it back up just like this, and now you kind of have this card. You're holding it with your ring and pinky, and then that flush part of your palm right there. So you're going to bring this back up and bring this hand down. And as you can see, the card's right here, but when you're holding it toward people in front of you, they can't see that. And I would recommend taking your thumb and holding it just like that so they can't see that card. And now, for the most part, like unless you are like completely sideways toward them, that card is pretty well hidden. Like you have to be really turned this way or really turn this way for them to actually be able to see this card. Okay, so you're basically holding it right here just like this. You have the card palmed. You can palm it back. I mean, you can do whatever you want by the time it's palmed. So, a little clumsy with cards today. So now, again, let's go ahead and go over that again really quickly. So again, pinky pull down on the bottom card, drag it back. You're going to bring it back up. And again, you have that card right there. You're going to bring this pack back up. And you're going to kind of bring this forward as you bring your hand down. Okay, so that's the basic way to palm the card. So now let's go ahead and get over some tips to make this look a lot more natural and ways to hide it easier. So first tip I can give is practice this in a mirror. Go in front of a mirror and practice this sleight. If you're doing this for like a wide audience of people, like if you're doing this one-on-one, it's probably the easiest way to do it because you can just do that easy enough, okay, when you're doing it for just one person. But if it's like a big audience you're performing for, you're better off having this part of your hand facing the crowd and that helps hide the palm a lot easier. As to why, I don't know. It just helps keep everything hidden a lot better. So if you're doing this for like a wide crowd of people, there's a bunch of people in front of you, the best way to do it is just kind of don't be straight in front of them, kind of have your body turn just a little bit, and that helps you hide it a lot easier. Okay, so that's that tip. Any other tips I can give is try not to do this number unless you have to. Holding it here in palm until you're ready to go. In some tricks you kind of do have to. Actually in the trick pickpocket I created, you actually have to hold it like this for a second just for the trick to work right. But normally what you want to do is you don't want to palm it until, you don't want to do this until it's time to move the deck. Because more often than not, whenever you're doing this trick or this palming technique, you're doing it as you, like if you're going to your pocket, you can bring the cards this way, lay them on the table as you go to your pocket, and boom, I just got the card in my pocket even though I just palmed it. What you'd be doing is, so like don't sit here, talk for a little while, and then do the palm. Like whenever you go to your pocket, don't do the palm till it's time to go to your pocket. So when it's time for you to go to your pocket to grab the card or whatever you're using this palm for, you're going to go ahead, do your pinky pull down real quick, and just like that, go to your pocket, bring the deck forward, and boom, you've done your little magic trick. So another tip I can give is you don't normally want to stay still with this, just like you don't want to do this, okay? You kind of want to bring the deck forward like this, and that just makes it look a little bit more natural. So basically don't just sit still, don't do this number right here, okay? Don't palm the card and leave the deck here, okay? You kind of want this to look natural, because why would you bring it back and then go down, okay? So basically you just kind of want this to look natural. So you're going to kind of move your body along with it, because if you just do this, that does look kind of weird. I flashed there, but you kind of want to move your body along with it. So whenever you're turning your body to kind of go into your pocket or whatever, that's when you would kind of want to bring this back. Now you're going to bring this forward as your hand goes down with the palm card to go into your pocket to pull out, you know, their card supposedly, just like that. Okay? So that's basically all the tips I can really give on this. If you guys have any other tips, leave them down below. Or if you have any questions, again, leave them down below. We're just going to go over this one more time really quickly. Mechanics grip, pinky pull down, however you want to get your break. You're going to bring it to about right to that gap. Bring this back up in build grip as you go down to do whatever you're going to do with this thing. You can obviously also reload this card. Like if you want to make a card teleport from this pile to this pile, you could Gambler's cop it out of here and put it into this pile. So basically that's reloading the card, because you do that sometimes. So the card's basically palm just like this. You're going to bring the deck back just like this, and then act like you're squaring up the deck. So basically just bring it back and then act like you're squaring up the deck, and then after that kind of like spread it out a little bit if it's possible to do that for a particular trick. So you bring it back, square it up, I'm trying to get a good angle for you guys, square it up just like this, and then just kind of spread the cards out just to kind of, you know, some justification for it. So yeah, that's basically all the Gambler's Cop is. Pretty simple, and I use this in so many tricks because it's super useful. Hope you guys enjoy it, because again, I use this in so many tricks. It's stupid I don't have a tutorial out for it by this point. So here's you guys' Gambler's Cop tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe, all that stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.